Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I'll explain you how the price of gold has moved in the last month and how the price of gold can move in the next month. See, if you look at the chart of gold, what we have seen that the price of gold currently trading at around $1779.45. Okay, what we see that there is a two pattern forming. Okay, and this one pattern is since formed around 12 to 2022. This I have explained you 2-3 times in my previous video itself, and this is from 2020 to 2022. Okay, now if you look at this particular chart, what we have seen, there is a certain pattern forming in both these patterns. Okay, first pattern saying that there is two highs, as this is a U pattern. The same U pattern is formed here. Okay, the two highs. Okay, after that what we have seen a sharp fall. We have seen a sharp fall here also, but after the sharp fall we have seen a sharp rise, and now it is trying to move upside, creating a same pattern. This is like the first one. Okay, so what we can see looking at the chart for the next month. Before we move forward, if you have any doubt, mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com, and I'm one more mail ID in the description. You can join my Telegram link also, I'm given in the description. Okay, please watch the full video, then you will understand how the technical works in commodities as well as forex. You will know, and you can analyze the other product also. See, now it is currently trading at around 1778.48. okay, suppose if this particular level sustain, what we have seen that it can move further upside and can touch a level of $1782.21. okay, this is the particular trend. If you look at this particular, that 1782, once if it sustain above that level, the next support coming is at around what we can say, the next support coming at around $1794. okay, and this $1794 is already being tested here twice. Okay, which is a weak resistance, you can say. So probability is high, we can see a more further upside. See, now if you look at the chart, what we can see that if this particular level sustain, we can see it can go further upside and can touch a level of $1782.21. okay, and suppose if the price goes above that level, then we can see it can go further high towards a level of $1794, and this particular resistance is not being tested twice, so probability is high. We can see a little bounce back from there, and a next support coming close to it is around 1782 again. So what we can see, a bounce back can come at this particular level, but this support can make another bounce back towards an upside. Okay, suppose if this level goes upside, or if this level sustain, a probability is high, we can see a level of $1810. okay, and this $1810 is a resistance which is already being tested here, so probability is very high. We can see a level of 1814, and this 1814 is also being tested here, so probability will be very high. We can see it can go further upside and can touch a level of 1834. okay, and 1834 is already, I have explained you that this is a weak resistance, as I was clearly stating in my previous video also, that this resistance is a weak resistance and there will be a pattern forming, so probability is high. We can see it can go further upside and can touch a level of 1857. okay, so once the price goes above a level of 1857, then we can see it can go further high towards a level of 1873 to 1881. Keep this in mind that once if it because this is a weak resistance, so probability is high, we can see a level of 1857. so price once goes below above that level, then we can see a level of $1881. okay, so once the price goes above that level, then we can see it can go further high. I'm making this video so that you will be aware that the price once sustain above 1880, then we can see a cup pattern will form, and a probability of moving further upside is very high, and we can see it can move further high. But if we look at the chart, as you have seen that suppose it will not move in a particular way, that it will go directly like this, or it will move directly like in the downside. So it will hold for some time, then it will move upside in the same way, it will time that will come down. So what we can see looking at the chart, if suppose if this particular level didn't sustain, see, you have to look you have to understand something, that you cannot predict that it will go in one direction or it will come down. So suppose if this level didn't sustain, we can see it can go further down and can touch a level of $1758.30. okay, and suppose if the price didn't sustain that particular level also, then we can see it can touch a level of 7. Suppose if this particular level didn't sustain, we can see it can come down to a level of 17 $62, and from there we can see it can touch a level of 1758. Suppose if the price didn't sustain that particular level also, then we can see it can touch a level of $1746, and this particular level is a weak support, so probability is very high. We can see it can move further down towards a level of $1722. Okay, and this particular level $1740 to $1722, a weak resistance, so probability is a weak support, so probability is very high. We can see it can touch a level of $1710. Okay, so once the price goes below that level, then we can see it can move further down, and a probability of going further down towards a level of 1702 is there. And if that level goes downside, we can see it can go to a level of $1682. Once the price of $1702 didn't sustain, a probability is very high. We can see it can move further down. Okay, and this particular range will break downside, so probability is very high. We can see it can move further low. Okay, because this if anything moved out of a range, then we can see a probability of going upside or downside is very high. So you have to understand something, that if you are trading, most of the people lose money in trading, so you have to be very wise or how to trade. I teach what I teach in my workshop. I'll tell you some of it. That suppose if you are trading with $10,000, try to trade with 10 to 15% of capital per trade, that is 1000 to 1500. Okay, and risk is 0.5 to 1%, that is $50 to $100. Okay, now suppose if you took 5 trades also, your risk is $500, that is 100 per trade. Okay, so suppose if you lose all your 5 trades for the day, stop the trades for the day, now trade the next day. Okay, what will happen, that you will not be in a burden to recover this particular 500, you will focus more on profit the next day. Okay, and this is how it will build your patience, as well as how you can control yourself. This is how what I teach. Okay, but so suppose you will focus more on profit, then it will be more psychological pressure, that if people lose so much money in the first day, they try to recover the next day, which in turn lose their full capital. This is what they do. What I teach in my workshop, how to overcome all these problems, how to strategize your trade, when to hedge, when to take a trade. These all I teach in my workshop. So if you want to attend the workshop, mail me regarding that, and we can work out on the timings. Okay, so hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe it.